Hello and welcome. For today's class, the theme that we're focusing on is empowering and energizing and uplifting you. So if you are feeling really low on energy, or maybe you just feel like you need to have a nice kickstart to your day, this might be a good practice for you. We are going to be using we'll actually just have 2 yoga blocks or 2 thick books available. You may or may not use them. I will cue them at the end towards a yoga shape. Again, you may or may not use them. Have them available just in case. I'm going to set those off to the side for right now. We are going to be standing a little bit more for this practice. So in a lot of my practices, we do a lot of sitting, lying down. Today, we're going to be standing a little bit more. If that is not in your wheelhouse today, you are welcome to just take this in a seat and move your arms in the way that I'm cueing them. Go with the breath as I'm cueing it. Or if we're going to start standing at the top of your mat or wherever you're at, if you feel like you need to stay just standing in that one shape and moving your arms as we move our lower bodies, you're welcome to do that too. So this is a very inclusive practice. You do not have to do the full body extension of everything. Just kind of do what you can and make it yours. So let's go ahead and get started in a standing shape, again, at the top of your mat. And I may be cut off here, so just bear with me. But just go ahead and start to get a nice grounded stance in your feet. So maybe you bring your feet together, your legs together, or if that doesn't feel super supportive, maybe you can walk your feet out just a little bit farther from each other. And when you arrive, can you start to notice the groundedness of your feet to the earth? Maybe you rock forward and back. Maybe you just find some stillness here. And your arms are nice and comfortable down by your sides. Maybe you can face your palms forward here if that feels okay. And start to right away notice your inhales and exhales here. Maybe you can even close your eyes down. And maybe start to find a little bit more length in your spine. So notice maybe a straight line of energy starting at the very bottom of your feet and then moving all the way through the very middle part of your body, all the way to the very crown of your head. So maybe this straight line of energy gives you just a little bit more length all the way up towards the sky and all the way down towards the earth here. Take a couple more breaths wherever you're at. Again, just finding this sense of groundedness, finding some length, maybe starting to find strength through your feet and your legs already. Couple more rounds of breath wherever you're at here. And then on your next inhale, start to sweep your arms all the way up towards the sky. And then on your exhale, start to cactus your arms. So you're gonna bend through your elbows here. Maybe you find a little bit of a back bend. And then on your next inhale, sweep your arms all the way back up to the sky. Exhale, cactus your arms here. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale to cactus. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up. Last cactus here. And then inhale, reach your arms all the way up to the sky. On your exhale, start to slowly fold all the way down until your hands or your fingertips can touch the floor. There's no need for your legs to be straight here, so just find whatever variation of this shape works for you. And then just take a couple of moments here. Again, maybe you rock forward and back. Maybe you let your arms hang loose, swing side, or maybe you just find stillness here, and that's okay. Just kind of notice what your body feels like it needs. Just for a couple more rounds of breath. And we're gonna take a little bit of a flow, finding some energy, finding a little bit more power here. So on your inhale, wherever your hands or arms are at, go ahead and try to flatten your back. Maybe your gaze goes up just a little bit further in front of you. And then exhale to fold forward again. Drop the crown of your head. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to fold forward. Take that 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Last one, inhale. Exhale, fold forward. This time on your next inhale, bend really generously through your knees if they're not already, and slowly start to stand all the way back up. And your arms will follow, reaching all the way to the sky. On your exhale, this time bring your hands to heart center. Let's take that again. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, fold forward all the way down to the floor. Forward fold, plant your hands or your fingertips. Inhale to your halfway lift. Gaze goes more in front of you. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, bend your knees. Start to straighten all the way up to standing. Your arms follow. Reach them all the way towards the sky. Exhale, fold all the way forward, forward fold. Inhale to your half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Let's take that a couple more times. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, reach everything to the sky. Exhale, dive it down, forward fold. One more. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach it all the way to the sky. Exhale, fold it all the way forward. Awesome. This time, inhale, half lift. And then on your exhale, you're going to step your left foot back. So again, like I said at the beginning, we're moving into a low crescent or a high crescent here. But like I said at the beginning, if you feel like the lower body is not accessible for you today, option to just stay standing or have a seat in maybe like a chair so you can keep your feet really nice and grounded. So just kind of do whatever you need to do for your lower body today. We're gonna meet in a low crescent lunge. So drop your back knee, untuck your back toes. If you're in a high crescent, option to keep your toes tucked under, your knee is up, and your arms lift up. So it's all dependent on what strength you're finding in your legs today. No version is bad, so just take whatever version works for you. And then as you settle in here, your arms are lifted to the sky and you're really letting yourself sink into your hips here. So you might feel a big stretch in your hips. Really make sure if you are taking this crescent variation that your right foot is nicely grounded. Maybe your gaze is towards the sky. Couple more rounds of breath here. Really try to find some strength, some stability, maybe some stillness. On your next exhale, cactus your arms, bend at your elbows. Maybe take a back bend, and then inhale, sweep your arms all the way to the sky. Exhale, take those cactus arms. Last one here, inhale. Exhale, take your cactus arms. Awesome. This time, inhale, sweep your arms up. We're going to take eagle arms. So go ahead and bring your right arm underneath your left. So cross at your elbows. And maybe this is the extent that you take it. Maybe you can try to touch the backs of your hands together, or you can take the full variation where you wrap your arms around each other enough so that the palms of your hands come together. Maybe your thumbs meet. And wherever you're at here, go ahead and hold. If you're feeling this in your legs, that is okay. Find your strength here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and unwrap your arms, plant your hands, and start to push your hips all the way back. So if you're in that high crescent lunge, drop your knee so that you can really let your legs have a little bit of rest here. Maybe you flex through your right foot or keep it grounded. And then maybe take a couple of movements forward and back here. Whatever you need. We held that for a really long time, longer than I was anticipating. Alrighty. When you are ready, go ahead and come back to whatever variation, whatever crescent variation you are doing here. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up to the sky. On your exhale, drop your hands and start to walk yourself into a wide-legged forward fold. So now you are back to standing and your feet are parallel to the left side of wherever you were standing. So go ahead and make sure your feet are nicely grounded here. And then go ahead and bring your hands to your hips. On an inhale, we're gonna start to stand all the way up, hinging from the hips. Exhale, settle in here. Awesome. When you're ready, pivot your feet so that your toes are slightly further out from your heels. And we're gonna take a little bit of a standing flow here. Again, if you are seated, just utilize your arms here. So on an inhale, sweep your arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, bend at your knees, bend at your elbows, sit it down. Inhale, sweep everything all the way up, straighten. Exhale, sit it down low. Last one, inhale, sweep everything all the way up. Exhale, sit it down low. Awesome. This time, go ahead and start to pivot your toes facing parallel forward and then fold all the way forward. Maybe take a couple rounds of breath here. Maybe rock forward and back. Option to keep your hands planted directly in front of you. If you feel like the ground is really far away, this is a great time to use blocks or books. You can plant your hands nicely on there, bring the ground a little bit closer to you. Couple more rounds of breath wherever you're at here. And then when you are ready, start to walk your hands back towards your right foot. Pivot your right foot forward and then drop your back knee, untuck your back toes. Last time we're in our low crescent on this side. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up. Exhale, plant your hands. We're going to step it back to tabletop. So your knees are under your hips and maybe rock your hips side to side, couple rounds. We're gonna take that all to the other side. So prepare your legs or whatever variation you're doing here. Alrighty, when you're ready, inhale, start to bring your left foot through, plant it, and then get situated, whatever variation you're taking here, and then start to sweep your arms all the way up to the sky and settle in here, maybe another breath or two. If for some reason you feel this in your lower back, you can always lift yourself up a little bit further so you're not arching through your lower back. And then on your next exhale, go ahead and cactus your arms, bend at your elbows. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up. Exhale, cactus. Last one, inhale. Exhale, cactus. This time, inhale, sweep your arms all the way up. We're gonna take eagle arms. So this time your left arm, your left elbow comes under your right elbow. Maybe this is as far as you take it. Maybe you wrap all the way around and hold for a couple rounds of breath. You got this. Really pull your inner thighs together if you can. Really find that strength through your left foot, through your legs, through your upper body. Be really long and strong here. And then on your next inhale, undo your arms, reach your arms all the way up to the sky. And exhale, plant your hands. Awesome. Go ahead and pull your hips back. Take that stretch here. Just to give your lower body a break. Maybe rock front to back. Maybe rock your hips side to side. Just kind of take whatever movement or stillness you need here. And again, your blocks, your books are always an option to bring the ground closer to you. Anytime you are planting your hands on the floor, you can always have a prop there, just for extra support so you don't feel like you're straining unnecessarily. Alrighty, when you're ready, we're going to take that same side pivot to the side. So I am going to maneuver myself. So if you are here, stay here, and go ahead and tuck your back toes under, lift your right knee, and then start to pivot to your side in your wide-legged forward fold. I'm going to switch sides here. You can stay exactly where you're at. Go ahead and hang out here for a couple more rounds of breath in your wide-legged forward fold. Maybe you rock front to back. Maybe you just find some stillness. Maybe you bring those blocks or books underneath your hands to help support your upper body a little bit more. Alrighty. And then last flow sequence on this side. So go ahead right away, pivot your toes just a little bit further than your heels. Bring your hands to your waist, and then inhale, start to stand all the way up. Exhale, take a moment here. And then inhale, sweep your arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, bend at your knees, bend at your elbows. Sit it down low. Inhale, sweep everything up to straighten towards the sky. Exhale, sit it down low. Last one here. Inhale, sweep everything up. This time on your exhale, go ahead and take one last eagle arms. So whichever arm feels most natural, going over the other. Interlace your arms, your hands as much as you can. Start to bend through your knees. Hold here. Inhale, maybe take a little bit of a back bend. Exhale, let your upper body fold forward about halfway. Inhale, lift your torso up. Exhale, fold. Last one here, you got this. Inhale and exhale. Awesome. Go ahead and let your hands land all the way on the floor, your last forward fold. And then when you are ready, start to walk. You can stay where you're at. I'm going to pivot here. Start to walk your hands forward towards your left foot. Point your left toes forward. Lower your back foot. And your left foot meets your right in your tabletop. Whew. Alrighty, take a moment here. Find some stillness. Maybe rock your hips side to side. Wherever you're at here, just go ahead and let your head, the crown of your head, fall really heavy towards the earth. Awesome. When you are ready, with either your knees together or a little bit wider apart, go ahead and start to sit your hips all the way back until you are in your child shape. So maybe the crown of your, or not the crown of your head, your forehead plants on the floor underneath you. An option here, if you want to give yourself just a little bit more of an energy boost, maybe face your palms up, just to encourage that energy to go upward a little bit more. Maybe about 3 more rounds of breath or so wherever you're at here. Alrighty. If you have extra time and you would like to take a shavasana, I invite you to come out of your child shape and make your way onto your back in a supine shape. And you are welcome to just hang out on your back, maybe grab a blanket, wrap it around you, whatever variation you would like to take just for a few minutes of final rest. Let your breath go, let your legs go, let your arms go, just be really heavy. Let yourself kind of feel the effects of the strength and the power that you just built within yourself. If you are in a little bit more of a hurry and you have to get going, I invite you to join me in a seat and we will finish out practice together once I catch my breath. If it feels comfortable for you, maybe you can close your eyes down. I'm gonna close mine. If it doesn't feel quite so comfortable, option to just have a soft gaze down in front of you. Whether you are seated or lying down here, I invite you to notice what it feels like to be grounded, centered, present here. Maybe you notice your heart is beating a little bit faster. And if that's the case, can you try to deepen your breath just a tad bit more with each inhale and each exhale? And if you are in a seat, I invite you to find one final straight line of energy from the very base of your spine, your sit bones as well, and then all the way up through the center of your body, all the way to the very crown of your head to the sky. Straighten your spine a little bit more, let your shoulders go down your back. And if there is any affirmation that you would like to say to yourself, any words of encouragement, any intention that you would like to set maybe for the rest of your day ahead or your week, I invite you just to ask yourself, what do I need more of for myself this day, this week, whatever that looks like? Take just a few more moments around that affirmation or that intention. And as we close out practice together, I invite you to keep your eyes closed if they're closed. Maybe bring the palms of your hands together in front of your heart. And let's just take 3 final breaths together. Let's go ahead and inhale through our nose. Exhale through your mouth, let it go. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Last one together, inhale. Exhale, let it go. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I hope you found some empowerment, some strength wherever you're at, whatever your day holds, and I will see you next time.